What is up, Flick fans, and welcome back to my channel. I just watched the brand new movie, Smallfoot. So Smallfoot stars an array of many different talented people in Hollywood, from Channing Tatum to LeBron James, to James Corden. That was stupid. And a Yeti is convinced that the elusive creatures known as humans really do exist. It's a twist on the genre, changing things up, doing things different. And this is Warner Brothers Animation, and they usually tend to do a good job. And if you guys don't know how my reviews work, I like to talk about the good, the bad, and then give you my score. Tonight, I will be watching and hopefully pushing my review out for night school. 2 reviews in one day. Oh my goodness, life is crazy. We're gonna do this review quick, short, sweet, and to the point. Let's talk about Smallfoot. So yeah, I went into this not hesitant, but I'm like, okay, we've seen these kinds of movies before. They twist the genre, they change things up. Instead of the humans being scared of the Yetis are scared of the humans, and vice versa. And you know what, this movie, it was okay. It was nice, it was sweet, it was fun. I can understand how kids are going to love it. It has the musical numbers, it has the colors, it has the humor, everything that the target audience will like, and that's why I'm going to end up giving it a positive score, because I do believe this movie is a better, or at least more well-made movie than a lot of these movies in the genre, and it kind of locks onto its target audience and pushes towards, you know, the jokes that they're going to love and just the way that you feel while watching the movie. And at the same time, they're giving adults a couple of things where I'm like, okay, that was creative, that was clever, and I didn't really have a bad time watching this movie. I will say that the voice cast did a pretty good job. I like Channing Tatum in the lead role. I loved hearing LeBron James' voice. I don't know why. I just get a kick every time he's on screen. And I thought the animation was really beautiful. Sometimes it pushes into the too cartoony territory, but for the most part, I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, these backgrounds. Now, there's a scene towards the end where they're on these snowmobiles and there's a Yeti running through the forest. I thought that scene was beautiful. The snow looked really real, and the way that the humans were moving throughout this dark, kind of creepy looking scene, I really loved the way that it was composed. I loved the look to it. I thought this thing was super well directed. Now, there's some musical numbers in there that I think the kids are going to love. I didn't love that necessarily, but it did fit for what it was going for, and the movie keeps a consistent tone throughout. I think there are some things in there that might surprise a lot of people. I walked in not expecting too much, and most importantly, Austin, how did it make you feel? It made me feel pretty good. There's a good message in there. You have this underlying theme that I didn't really expect going in, and even though it's very clear, it's such an obvious metaphor, I don't really know how I wasn't paying attention to it, but by the end of the film, it kind of preaches inclusiveness, and I really did love the message that they were trying to get across. I thought they got it across well, especially pushing that towards kids while giving the adults something as well. The movie made me feel pretty good. I was watching it, I had a smile on my face. I'm like, it's not a bad time in the theater. They didn't go into that Ice Age territory. Austin, are you comparing it because there's ice in both movies? Yes, I am, but this was a lot better. And if we're talking negatives, pretty much anything that you would expect me to say bad about this movie, I'm going to say, except for the fact that I had a good time. I'm not going to say that the movie kind of like, oh my gosh, it was so bad that I couldn't sit there. Not even the kids were enjoying it. No, the kids were having a good time in the theater. I should know I was the only adult sitting by himself without children, so that was awkward. But my big problem with the movie was the musical numbers, man. It's not that I didn't expect them going in, because I should have, even though I didn't. But they weren't that good. I mean, they were fine. I think the one by Common was the best one, but a couple of Channing Tatum songs, and Daya gets her own song, I just didn't really buy that. Not really buy the music because it fits in a Pixar film, but they make their music so grand and epic and important. And these songs, they're just very forgettable. I can't even remember how any of them go. Even the Common song, which I didn't think was that bad. And another thing that I didn't love, I love Common as an actor every time he pops up in a movie, but I feel like they could have gotten somebody better for that role specifically. He just didn't really suit it. He's just kind of there. He did the voice work. He goes home. He collects a paycheck. I'm not saying Common's a bad actor because I love the guy. It's just in this role, in this movie, and there are a few actors that I felt that way. I'm like, oh, they just got that person because it's a big name or it's a big star, when there are so many talented voice actors out there that you could get for a role like this. I don't know. I just feel like I'm complaining at this point. And then the standard complaints that I have for most kids' movies nowadays that kind of stray too far from the, oh, we're going to try to appeal to both adults and kids because you can do that, but they don't really do it here in certain parts of the movie. They go really heavily in the, oh, he's going to bang his head here, he's going to fall 1,000,000 feet, hit the ground, oh, he's okay, it's funny. And yes, that's animation, that's cartoons, that's what you can do with that. But they just lean a little bit too heavily into that, oh, we're going to really appeal to kids category, and it just leaves the adults sitting there like, I liked these other jokes, the ones that are kind of funny. And it's a cliched, predictable story. We've seen it 1,000,000 times. Never really done in this way, but this just, it does it. It's over. The plot, you know, it's just kind of there. But you get some beautiful animation, some really good voice work, and a story that is cute enough for adults and kids to enjoy. That's why I'm going to give Smallfoot a 62%. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Are you going to see Smallfoot if you haven't seen it already? And I have to say, it's not a bad animated film. If you have kids, if you know kids, you should take them and see it. Now, if you're going by yourself, you might feel a little awkward because it is definitely a movie for kids and not necessarily for adults, but both can go and enjoy it. If you guys haven't checked out MovieBabbleReviews.com, I know I haven't talked about them in a while, but they are a fantastic website, and they're constantly pushing out new movie-related things. Please go check that website out. Check me out on Letterboxd and Stardust. I am always doing reviews. You guys are the absolute best, and I'll catch you here in a few hours.